Hey guys, JB here from Alpha Wolf Consulting, coming to you today with the next session or lecture in the Applied Psychological Engineering series. And this is the next session on our dive into the conscious mind and engineering the conscious mind. Now, what we're going to do in today's session is we're going to look deeply at building out an actual blueprint for how to re-engineer your conscious mind and sort of alter your unconscious mind at the same time. So we don't just do the conscious, like we're not reprogramming the conscious mind only. Do you sort of get it? The conscious mind and the unconscious mind are linked. So, what we're going to do is we're going to look over a practice that I have created for myself based within um, a practice called Psych so psychology kinestology, how psychology is affected by the movement of the body. Okay. So what we understand is, and the reason that this practice is different to psychological psych psychological kinestology is because their structure is far more rigid and far more based within traditional beliefs around psychological structures and psychology, whereas this process is based within the Psych K practice and advanced meditation practices like yoga nidra. Do you sort of get it? And what we're doing is we're working on behavioral conditioning and behavioral association conditioning and sort of so yeah, traditional psychology kinestology is very rigid and quite sort of unbiased or third party. It's really good, it's effective, it works. This is just how I personally practice psychology kinesiology, and I just call it full brain activation because that's what we're doing. So, the thing to understand with psychology kinesiology or psych K is that my left hand or my right hand is controlled by my left hemisphere. My left hand is controlled by my right hemisphere. So what happens with that, and it's the exact same with my ears as well. Do you know what I mean? So from my right ear, I hear sounds over to my left, and from my ear, I hear sounds to my right. Do you sort of get it? And that's how we can hear so accurately. Because if my right ear like heard right and my left ear heard left, there would be a part in the middle that I wouldn't be able to hear. Do you sort of get it? So our brain's just been wired in a certain way to where through the movement of the body, we can access different aspects of the brain. Do you sort of get it? So all we're doing for these practices is we're just crossing our arms. And now the full brain is activated. So my left and my right hemispheres are both active at the same time. So what this means is if I'm in this position, any engineering I do to my conscious mind is mirrored within my unconscious mind. When I sit like this without my both hemispheres activated, any engineering I do in my conscious mind only happens within my conscious mind. That's why you can listen to motivation, you can listen to personal development and all of that, and you can think, I'm a good person, but you or like for example, before I learned about psychology kinestology, I spent about 3 years doing personal development, trying to because I had internal worth issues, not feeling good enough, never feeling good enough, never being good enough, never. Do you sort of get it? So what happened was is I did so much personal development that like, and what I mean by doing personal development, I used to listen to motivational speeches for like 6 to 8 hours a day. Do you sort of get it? I used to like study and listen to lectures on all different types of personal development. Some of the best ones out there is, Napoleon Hill. He's got so many different, but he's got the master key. And in the master key, he learned belief is the secret. That's the secret formula. Once you choose to believe something as being true, it becomes true. So if you believe you're good enough, you are now good enough. It's a crazy thing because belief alters our perception. So if I believe something's possible, I'm going to act in a completely different way to if I don't believe something's possible. So when we're looking back on ancient warriors and things like this, and we think about warriors and combat and war, like if I believe I can win this battle, I am going to fight with the belief or the sort of not expectation, but the willingness that I can do this. But if I believe that I'm going to lose this battle, I'm fighting against myself just to get to the line. Do you know what I mean? So I'm battling myself and my enemy. Do you sort of get it? So that's sort of what he realized is those who believe in whatever business, life, like they just achieve it because their whole sort of perception of reality is structured around it being a possibility. Do you sort of get it? So really important, but what I'm saying to you is with all of this knowledge, with all of this learning, my conscious mind was engineered to where I thought and believed that I was good enough, but I never felt it because my unconscious mind had never been like none of the synaptic pathways had been developed. So my unconscious mind was not in alignment with my conscious mind. And now my unconscious mind is the controller of my heart. My heart was not aligned with my mind. Do you sort of get it? So I didn't feel within my core that I was good enough. So when I did the Psyche practice and Psyche goes like this. So we cross. So Oh, that's the wrong way. So whichever is your dominant hand is the hand that goes on top. Whichever is your non-dominant foot is the foot that goes on top, and you cross your legs. And then you basically sit in a position like this and you repeat it. Do you sort of get it? But this isn't sort of comfortable. So we just relax it a bit because we understand the mechanism is simply the crossing of the hemispheres. Once I cross my hemispheres, any synaptic development I do within my conscious mind through conscious thought and all of that is mirrored within my unconscious mind. Now, with all this personal development I did, because I didn't do the hemispheres, none of it was mirrored within my unconscious mind. So my unconscious mind didn't believe I was good enough, didn't even know that was a thing because they're sort of the unconscious mind has no logical reason. It has no language. Do you sort of get it? Like the unconscious mind is emotion, it's memory. Do you sort of get it? It's behaviors or instincts. It's like unconscious behaviors. And my conscious mind is all my logic and reason. Do you sort of get it? And my ability to compute. My unconscious mind sort of like to an extent, it can identify things within my environment, but it doesn't really separate between them. Do you sort of get it? If there's a threat, the threat is everywhere to my unconscious mind. It's my conscious mind sees the threat is right in front of me. Do you sort of get it? They sort of work in tandem. But like if so, for example, if you think about this and you want to experience this, like think about when you have anxiety or stress, and there's nothing that you can identify that's causing it. You just feel stressed. You just feel anxious within you. You feel like something's wrong and you can't identify it. Do you sort of get it? That's because it's within the unconscious mind. That's why it feels like it's everywhere and it just feels something feels wrong. It's wrong. Something's wrong. and I'm in this heightened state of stress. This is also known as PTSD. Do you sort of get it? So PTSD is where my unconscious mind becomes accustomed to threats or fear being everywhere. And what it does is it doesn't separate between the logic. Like it doesn't have the logic to separate between me being in a combat zone or me being in a high threat situation and me being in a safe environment. It's my conscious mind that separates between them. So, sort of when people have PTSD sort of attacks where they're sort of pulled back in, they're being pulled into their unconscious mind, their emotional state, and their memory retention. So, what we're understanding is when my arms are crossed, now my conscious mind has access to my unconscious mind. So, should I be going through anything like that, all I have to do is consciously cross my arms, okay, cross the hemispheres, and now I can start consciously working through that because now I can consciously understand emotion. I can understand fears. I can understand, behaviors. I can understand everything because my conscious mind can literally, or my conscious identity of self can literally enter my unconscious mind. And my unconscious mind is my unconscious identity of self. So they're two separate identities of one individual, and that individual is accessed through the higher consciousness. Do you sort of get it? So, what we're getting to and what we're understanding is that like, for example, if I want to re engineer my conscious mind, we do it through psychological structures and hierarchies of meaning. So, let go to fear is a psychological structure. Others' opinions are psychological structures. Okay. And this is the hierarchy of meaning. Do you sort of get it? I want to let go to my fears of others' opinions, when I'm being vulnerable. So the meaning is when I am being vulnerable. Do you sort of get it? That instigates the behavior. Do you sort of get it? So, like, I'm setting the environmental stimuli for this engineering trigger to be when I am being vulnerable, I have let go to fears of other people's opinions. So, I don't fear what other people are going to say about me if I tell them something vulnerable about myself. Do you sort of get it? I'm not afraid that they're going to use it against me. Like you can use my vulnerabilities against you. Like if I told you my vulnerability, it's because I've accounted for it and I expect you to try and use it against me. That's why I told you about my vulnerability because I wanted to direct where you're going to attack so I can sit there and be prepared and attack you once you do it. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, it's a funny thing. But what we're understanding is the practice is based within behavioral conditioning and behavioral association conditioning. Do you sort of get it? So I am associating the behavior, well, not the behavior, but the sort of state of vulnerability when I perceive myself to being vulnerable with others. Okay. And then I'm taking away the external factor of like others' opinions. Do you sort of get it? So I'm conditioning myself to when I'm in an environment where I believe I'm being vulnerable with others, I don't hold any fear over their opinions. Like, do you sort of get it? So it's sort of like if someone tried to, when I'm being vulnerable with them, use that vulnerability immediately against me, like they're not going to get a fear response out of me. They're not going to draw me into insecurity or instability. Like, do you sort of get it? Because the psychological trigger is that I let go to all instability of external factors altering me. And now I become an island. Do you sort of get it? So I'll show you some more and we'll go through some more. But essentially, when we're doing the conscious mind, we're going through this process of using language to develop synaptic pathways so that when I'm in a state of vulnerability and someone, tries to use their opinion against me, like this synaptic pathway is the one that runs. Do you sort of get it? Because I'm ingraining it. It becomes the strongest synaptic pathway. But I'm also setting clear sort of terms for when, like, for sort of like I'm setting the foundational framework for in what situations would this activate. Do you sort of get it? So instead of me having to respond to this situation, I've already got a predetermined response. So my predetermined response is if you try to use fear, like if you try to use my vulnerability against me, like I'll just say, yeah, I know. Like that's why I told you I wanted to see if you were going to use it against me or not. Like I was testing you. Like I'm not, it's not going to be fear of, oh, you might hurt me. Like if I hand you a knife, I'm willing to be stabbed. Do you sort of get it? Like I wouldn't hand you the knife if I wasn't willing to be stabbed by you. Like that would be egotistical. That would be pretty stupid of me. Do you sort of get it? It would be reckless. So I'm a very strategic person. Do you sort of get it? So what we're doing is we're presetting what do I want to feel if this happens? Do you sort of get it? So I want to let go to the fear. And now what this also does is this lets go to the fear or perceived fear of future occurrences. Do you sort of get it? So, like, for example, in the moment that you try to use my vulnerability against me, I've let go to that fear. But letting go to that fear means I'm not anticipating it happening. In the moment it happens, I like it's gone. Do you sort of get it? I don't need to fear it because, like, you're never going to get another response out of me. Do you sort of get it? Every time you try and use my vulnerability against me, like I'll say to you, yeah, I know. Like that was my intention was for you to use it against me. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, no matter what the vulnerability is, like, of course. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, it's not like if I left money in front of you and you stole it, of course. Like, I left it there to see if you would steal it or not. Like if like for example, I let you go around me girlfriend or something like that, and then you sleep with her, like of course I let you around my girlfriend. I wanted to know because now in any future girlfriends, I don't have to worry about you getting around her. Because straight out the gate, I know exactly what you're going to do. Do you sort of get it? So like when we're letting go to the fear, like, we don't have to fear any future occurrence happening because we already know what's going to happen. We already have our like new actions moving forward. Do you sort of get it? So I don't need to fear anticipation if I've already trained to punch. I don't need to fear the anticipation of someone hitting me or attacking me if I've trained to punch it or if I've trained specific fighting. Do you sort of get it? So think about like MMA fighters, UFC fighters. Do you sort of get it? They're not so much fearing the punch coming because it's pretty much like, yeah, I wouldn't have got in the ring if I didn't think you were gonna hit me. Like that would be pretty egotistical that I got in the ring thinking I wasn't gonna get hit. Do you sort of get it? Like like I'm not fearful of him hitting me because I understand what I'm going to do back to him. Like I have a plan. So I'm literally, however he tries to strike me, I am just initiating the striking pattern for that. Like, do you sort of get it? So it's not so much that like I'm sitting there and like reacting to him because you see that in fighters who get reactive. And once they become reactive, they can get drawn into like exposing their chin. They can get drawn into overexposing their arms. They can get drawn into getting choked. Do you sort of get it? Like when I have a predetermined plan that is accounting for everything, or I have set it up so that it is versatile enough to account for everything, I don't have to sort of like I'm going like I'm in. Like I'm in my element, I'm in my structure. I'm not going to overextend outside of the pattern that I've set up. Do you sort of get it? So, like, yeah, it's really important that we start to understand this because it's this process. Like, do you get it? Like, don't think about fighting, think about sales in sales situations. Rather than me having to anticipate everything that the client is going to say, I literally, no matter what they do, when I'm in a sales situation, you know, like I know the answers, whatever it is. Do you sort of get it? Like you can engineer it to be whatever you want it to be. Like we can use hierarchies of meaning and psychological structures to literally like basically re-engineer your mind to believing that learning is effortless and then your I think it's neuroplasticity of your brain will actually become more placid. I don't know what the word is. It's too complex for me, that word, but plasticity or something like that. But basically, what I'm saying is that if you create the belief or the synaptic pathway consciously and unconsciously that learning is effortless, and then you can insert learning Spanish, learning French, learning mathematics, learning quantum physics, learning, science, whatever it is, learning, whatever it is. Like if you have that in your brain believes that it's effortless to learn. So it actually makes it effortless to learn. Do you sort of get it? It's just not synaptic pathway, it's psychological structures and hierarchies of meaning. Do you sort of get it? Learning is easy, effortless for me. Do you sort of get it? Like I'm telling myself, setting the sort of, as you would call it, like the framework of what this is or what this means, the boundaries. So I could say learning, like I could say I am able to understand things in seconds. If I create the synaptic pathway for that, my brain will reorder itself to accommodate that new perception of reality, that new belief. Do you sort of get it? Like my brain doesn't understand what's real. My conscious mind understands what's real, but my unconscious mind doesn't. So if I tell my unconscious mind that my capacity is 10%, 10% is what it will believe my capacity is. If I tell it my capacity is 180%, 180% is what my capacity is. Do you sort of get it? There's no logical reason in my unconscious mind, and my unconscious mind governs my body, all my functions. Do you sort of get it? My survival instincts. Do you sort of get it? So in combat, I have trained and engineered my mind to in combat, like my unconscious mind accesses like survival level instincts where I can like dump adrenaline into my brain and basically unlock my potential and strength. Like, do you sort of get it? So, like for example, Eddie Hall, you can take any story of a mother lifting a van off a child or something like that. There's a video of a rock climber, and what these have is all instances when a massive or a large spike in adrenaline happens within the brain, and there's a severe or like imminent threat or life or death situation. What happens is that they literally all accessed their unconscious state of potential within their muscles and accessed higher states of muscles. So the guy that fell down a cliff and he had a boulder come over him as he was going down a cliff, he literally threw it over him, and it was a 500 kilo boulder. And it's all videotaped. And the reason it happened was because for that split second, he actually exerted 500 kilos of pressure or strength. So the reason for this is that our muscles, like if they were at 80, 90, 100% of potential, like in every moment. Like they'd tear themselves apart. Like imagine driving a car, but you always have your foot to the floor. Like no matter what, it's just foot to the floor. Like the engine would burn out so quickly. So our brains are designed through evolution to only ever use 10 to 15% of our muscles' potentials, even when we're exerting. But in survival situations, when we need it, we can exert far greater pressure. We can amplify it up and actually sustain it in seconds, in milliseconds. There are times where people have run 20, 30 kilometers because that's all they could do. Like, you know what I mean? If a bear's chasing you and running after you, like, and you decide running's the way to go, like, running's all you got. Like, you can't stop. Do you sort of get it? Like, so, like, when your body goes into a state like that, where you believe it's run or die, your body will access potential within you to achieve that. Do you sort of get it? And in combat, in war, this is a very, very useful like understanding to have and ability to have because it allows me to you think I'm going to punch you with 20 kilos of pressure, but I've actually activated it to where I can punch you with 200 kilos of pressure. Because all I have to, it's just 1 second that I have to put out that amount of power. Do you sort of get it? And it's all psychological, like it's all in your mind. So if I believe if I believe that if this punch does not knock you out, I'm going to die, and I truly believe to my core that I will die if I do not hit knock you out with this punch, like I will not if I truly believe that, the punch will have far greater force. Do you sort of get it? But it goes on the level of belief. So Eddie Hall, when he deadlifted 500 kilos for his world's strongest man, he spent months with a psychologist working on this exact process to being able to do it because it was impossible, an impossible feat. Like his body would have tore itself apart. Do you know what I mean? But he was able to access additional sort of mu sort of muscle potential, which compensated for it and allowed him to do it. Do you sort of get it? So we're just understanding the human mind, the conscious and the unconscious mind. My conscious mind can direct my unconscious mind, and my unconscious mind can direct my conscious mind. So like fight or flight. Do you know what I mean? That's my unconscious mind observing a threat and then overriding my conscious mind and then reacting to the situation. Do you sort of get it? So it's not to say that it's about domination and control. There is the conscious identity of self or the ego and the unconscious identity of self. So you have to have an alternative identity for your unconscious mind because your unconscious mind operates outside of your conscious awareness. So if it's like, for example, if my unconscious identity is Justin, like evidently, like I'm a pretty fucking shit human being because I don't even know how I breathe. Do you sort of get it? Whereas if my unconscious identity is an ex like an another identity. So think of like a twin or a brother. Do you sort of get it? Like a mirror reflection of you within you, because your mind has to operate like sort of independently. Otherwise, like certain things we wouldn't be able to do. Like you wouldn't be able to like walk and breathe and all of that. Like the amount of processing power it would be if you had to consciously breathe and account for that breath and then account for every other motion and then account it's insane. So you have to have a separate identity for that because if you try and control it consciously, it's an impossible feat. It's an impossible task. Try to consciously control an emotion. If you become uncontrollably angry and you try to consciously say, I'm not angry, like good luck. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you're able to talk to yourself and from an Sort of, if you're able to talk to your emotional state or your unconscious identity of self from your conscious identity of self, you're able to have a conversation that's able to lower that emotion. Do you sort of get it? It has to be collaboration. It's all collaboration. So we're not trying to sort of dominate our mind. We're just literally collaborating with it. Do you sort of get it? So, like my emotions and all of that, I can try and consciously understand and control them all, or I can allow my unconscious identity to control them and understand them. And that unconscious identity can communicate to me. Do you sort of get it? So, it's sort of like it's a very important aspect of understanding because it just allows for me to not have to consciously think about breathing or worry about breathing. Do you know what I mean? I don't have to consciously think and worry about my emotions and my emotional states and things like that. Do you sort of get it? Like when I'm consciously trying to understand and control my emotions, like they're so illogical. I'll feel sad for no reason. I'll feel upset for no reason. I might get angry over stupid things that mean nothing. Do you sort of get it? Like it's really difficult. But when I don't have to control it, but where I instead of seeking to control it, I seek to initiate it or direct it. Like, do you sort of get it? So I'm simply just flowing with my emotions and directing them. Do you sort of get it? So it's really important that we understand this because the second stage of um, sort of doing the unconscious mind is where we do that, where we work through the emotional trauma and all of that and the emotions and the emotional pain. And we just name them logically, happy, sad, all of those, and then just untangle them. But the only way you can untangle them is through the unconscious identity of self. Trust me. Trust me. I spent years trying to untangle them. Do you sort of get it? It was only once I started talking to myself and created an unconscious identity. Well, I created my unconscious identity at 16. Do you sort of get it? Because I was preparing to go to combat. Do you sort of get it? My whole goal was to die in combat at 21. By 21, I wanted to get shot in the head. It was pretty wild. The greatest honor in life is to be killed trying to save someone. Do you sort of get it? When I was 5, I saw Saving Private Ryan, and ever since then, all I wanted in life was to die in combat. It's a great honor. Do you sort of get it? So, like, for me, it was really important, this sort of shared, because it allows me to then have an unconscious identity that I can program with um, basically reactive patterns. Do you sort of get it? So basically, if you come up and punch me, like there are certain patterns. Ooh, that was bad. Certain patterns that will allow, like that, I will run. Do you sort of get it? So it's like I don't consciously have to think about fighting because you're not fighting me, Justin. You're fighting the beast. Do you sort of get it? Because I cease to be conscious. I allow my unconscious mind to take over, fight or flight. Do you sort of get it? I've trained my brain that if you attack or punch me, like my fight or flight goes over and the only option is fight. Do you sort of get it? I don't run. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, the only time you run is when you got distance. Do you get it? But if someone's punched you in the face, you don't have distance. So the only option is to attack. Do you get it? So we just understand this that like there is the conscious identity of self and the unconscious identity of self, the conscious mind, the unconscious mind. When we're doing the full brain activation, when we're doing this synaptic pathway development, what we're doing is we're literally using the conscious mind to structure and design the unconscious mind. Do you sort of get it? And then basically, what we do is then when we want to work through and feel all of our emotions and understand our emotions, we're simply doing the opposite, where we're simply exploring our unconscious mind and sort of consciously recording it. Do you sort of get it? So, like, if I feel sad, I'm sitting there in the full brain activation position, and then I'm sort of trying to feel all the different shades of that sad and feel all the different sort of aspects of it and map it so that I know it's like I might be lonely, sad. I might be heartbroken, sad. I might be, upset, sad. I might be frustrated, sad. Like, I don't know. Do you sort of get it? But I'm just mapping all of them and then creating psychological triggers that I know this feeling means this sad. This feeling means this happy. This feeling means this love. And this is how we are able to then remove and untangle all the negative emotions from our positive emotions. So I'm not feeling love and heartbreak at the same time. I'm not feeling like love and fear. Do you sort of get it? So, like, we're just working it out and, like, literally, like, I'm identifying, okay, so I feel fear and love at the same time. And then I'm literally just like, do you sort of get it? I'm removing the fear through a conscious synaptic pathway or a conscious language pattern. Like, this is a language, like, this here is a language pattern, okay, a sentence, like it's a constructed language that also holds meaning, or it is psychological structures which are descriptive sort of identities. So, like, for example, fear, others' opinions, and vulnerability, these are all sort of like fear is different to others. Fear is different to opinions. Fear is different to vulnerability. Do you sort of get it? It separates them. We understand that fear is this, others' opinions is this, vulnerability is this. And now it's all of the hierarchies of meaning. So I let go to fear. The hierarchy of meaning is let go. Do you sort of get it? I let go to fear. And then others' opinion of others' opinions. Like, that is the of others is the hierarchy of meaning for opinions. Like, do you get it? Like, the hierarchy of meaning is like, if we think of it, yesterday we had the wall analogy, that there's a wood wall, a brick wall, a concrete wall, a steel wall, a high wall, a low wall. Do you sort of get it? So opinions could be others' opinions, negative opinions, positive opinions, blah, blah, blah. Like, do you sort of get it? So, like, vulnerability, like, what's the meaning of the hierarchy of meaning to vulnerability when I am being vulnerable? Do you get it? So, like, the hierarchy of meaning is when I am, or when you are being vulnerable, or sort of vulnerability is the psychological structure. So, when you are being is the hierarchy of meaning. So, this is just how we are developing the synaptic pathway, that there's a psychological structure and a hierarchy of meaning. And we're just going through and picking the ones that we want. Do you sort of get it? Like, I could choose, like, when I feel vulnerable. Do you sort of get it? I could choose, you know, when I think I'm vulnerable. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, I could choose any hierarchy of meaning. Do you get it? Like, in our synaptic pathway for vulnerability, there's a plethora of hierarchies of meaning of all the different shades of vulnerability. Do you sort of get it? So, like, there could be like physical vulnerability, psychological vulnerability, emotional vulnerability, financial vulnerability, like, there's so many. There could be like when I'm feeling vulnerable, when I see other people feeling vulnerable. Like, do you sort of get it? Like vulnerable, like is the psychological structure, and then every hierarchy of meaning branches off that. And this is how we add sort of value or meaning to words, so that we're able to communicate to each other that like, for example, I'm communicating to my unconscious mind that I want to let go to fear, okay, of others' opinions. So I'm clearly saying like I want to let go to fear. So it's not that I don't like fear. It's not I don't feel fear. It's I let go to fear. Do you sort of get it? I'm telling my unconscious mind to let go to it. I don't want to hold it onto it. So if I didn't want to feel it, I still have to hold on to it. Do you sort of get it? And I've got to carry it around like baggage. So I'm letting go to it, but to initiate or instigate the fear is non-existent. Like it exists, it's just back there on the road somewhere. Do you sort of get it? Like I let go to it a while back. So like if you find it, you can bring it back, but unless you bring it back, I'm not going to feel fear because it's back there. Do you sort of get it? Like I'm letting go to it. So sort of initiating or instigating to my mind that I'm letting go to it. And then the meaning of letting go to it is just that I'm letting go to it. Do you sort of get it? So, like the meaning I'm associating to it is physical dropping of it. Do you get it? So, like, if we understand this, this is how we are now translating from a hierarchy of meaning to memory association. Memory association of dropping something, of letting go to something, which allows me to then trigger the emotional state of release. Do you get it? It's a funny thing, but yeah. So our psychological structures are what give form, or not give form, but they're basically the framework or description of what it is in terms of the physical. This is a wall, this is a cup. Like, do you sort of get it? So I could say this is a steel cup. Hierarchy of meaning is on steel because the steel defines it as being different, but it is a cup. That is the psychological structure. It's really hard to sort of describe to describe it in words because I don't know if the language exists for it just yet to properly describe it. But do you understand? So it's sort of like think of it like physical objects. Do you sort of get it? Like fear is a non-physical object, but it's like something physical. Like in terms of my conceptualization, I conceptualize it as a physical thing. Do you sort of get it? So anything you conceptualize as an individual thing is a psychological structure. And then the hierarchy of meaning is every variation that that psychological structure can have. Does that sort of make sense? So what we're understanding now is we have one psychological structure and hierarchy of meaning. Okay. Now, when we're setting this up and we're doing a language pattern, the language pattern is how that the meaning between each psychological structure and hierarchy of meaning links together. Do you sort of get it? Like if I said I let go to my fear when I am vulnerable of others' opinions, like do you sort of get it? If I let go, if others' opinions, when I'm vulnerable, I let go to the fear of, like it doesn't really make sense. Do you sort of get it? So we're just picking something that logically makes sense to us so that my mind can say, my conscious mind and my unconscious mind can say, I'm letting go to fear. So fear is the emotional state that I'm letting go to. Do you sort of get it? I'm saying that opinions So what others say are irrelevant. They hold no weight over instigating a fear response. Do you sort of get it? When I am being vulnerable. Do you sort of get it? So when I believe I am in a state of vulnerability, not protecting myself, I have let go to the fear of opinion, or I have let go to opinions holding triggers over fear responses. Do you sort of get it? Like it's really important to understand this because like all we're doing is we're just sort of directing the traffic of our thoughts. So every time I'm vulnerable now, like my thoughts can't go into a fear response. Like though there's a a traffic officer or a police officer that's just got the whistle and waving you through. And if you try and turn in there, he's going to flip you off and pull out a gun. Do you sort of get it? You can't go through there. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, we're just creating a synaptic pathway. And if you just think of it, it's just two linking points in the brain. But basically, all we're doing is we're just creating one of them to be the strongest. So my letting go of fear, okay, of others' opinions while being vulnerable, like that's the strongest one. So no matter how much the environmental stimuli or others' opinions try to pull me into a fear response, my brain is always prioritizing the strongest synaptic pathway. So no matter what happens, the strongest synaptic pathway wins. That's why there's a difference between a word and a belief and a truth and a knowing. Do you sort of get it? A belief, I believe it to a certain point. A truth, I know it to be true. Do you sort of get it? But a knowing is I know the sun's coming up tomorrow. Like there's no question of if there's true or false. Like it just is. It is the foundation of reality that the sun will rise tomorrow. Do you sort of get it? Like, so for the sun not to rise, like the reality would have to foundationally break. And that just doesn't happen. Like, do you sort of get it? So it's like to the level of the ability for another belief or another synaptic pathway within that synaptic pathway to take over is physically impossible when it is an inherent knowing. Do you sort of get it? Like, I don't have to question if I'm going to breathe. I know I'm going to breathe. Like, do you sort of get it? Like throughout my life, like we rarely ever take too much notice of our breath unless something happens that affects our airways because it's just a given. Do you know what I mean? So it's really important to understand this because what we're understanding is the stronger or the more I repeat this language pattern, okay, these psychological structures and hierarchies of meaning in an order or a cohesive sort of structure. So the language pattern is the taking of psychological structures and hierarchies of meaning and linking them logically to being one synaptic pathway, not three different synaptic pathways. Do you sort of get it? I'm letting go to the fear or my fear of others' opinions when I'm being vulnerable. Like I'm not trying to build out vulnerability, then build out others' opinions, then build out fear. Like I'm linking all of these together and creating one synaptic pathway with all three intertwined. Do you get it? That's a language pattern. But a language pattern is also like a sentence. So like when I'm communicating in a cohesive pattern or way that conveys specified or specific information in a manner that you can conceptualize or understand. So it's like it's a pattern of words or language that link together to hold meaning. That is a language pattern. Do you sort of get it? So it's really important that we understand this because all we're just understanding is that the language patterns are the synaptic pathways. Do you sort of get it? And I'm building the synaptic pathway to encompass what I like, the psychological structures and the hierarchies of meaning that I want, that are then going to link to the memory association that I want, which will trigger the emotional response or emotional state, or the emotional sensation of what I want. Do you sort of get it? And then that triggers the biochemical response. Do you sort of get it? Very important to understand this, because what we're just understanding is we're starting in the conscious mind of a language pattern, and we're just translating that into the unconscious mind and then linking it through association to the emotional state that we want, and linking the memory association. So consciously, as I say this, I think of what I like, what letting go to fear means. Do you sort of get it? Like I'm associating it to the memories of not me being fearful, but me letting go to fear. So the moments that I let go to fear, and then I'm simply allowing that memory of those times I let go to fear. And then what was the emotional state that I felt after that? Because the memory and the emotional state is linked. Do you get it? So the memory triggers the emotional state, but I can also uh, alter the emotional state to the memory. So I can change out. So if a memory brought up a traumatic emotional state, I can then alter that memory with the emotional state that I want that memory to trigger. Do you sort of get it? That's how we can neutralize past trauma and things like that, and traumatic like interactions or circumstances or things we go through, to where I'm literally, the negative emotion that it was triggering is now just replaced with a positive emotion. So no matter what, how much you try to drag me into the negative, you're actually just filling me with a positive feeling. Do you sort of get it? So we start to understand this. Now, what we want to understand is, this is a, like, we're letting go to something negative, right? So this is like, I'm letting go to a fear response and all of the perceived fear response that it would entail within my future. And now we can say, if I wanted to do something positive for myself. So here's this one about feeling God. So what we got here is one where I physically want to feel God and my ancestors walking with me in life. Do you sort of get it? So the psychological structures are life, ancestors, God. Do you sort of get it? I want to feel God and my ancestors, not so much others, my ancestors. Do you sort of get it? And then walking with me in life. Do you get it? So if we do it, I want to feel God and my ancestors walking with me in life. I'm instigating my unconscious mind to feel the physical sensation or presence of God within life, and feel God physically walking with me. Do you sort of get it? And the stronger this synaptic pathway becomes, God and my ancestors walk with me in life. Like, that's just what happened. I just feel that. Like, do you sort of get it? I'm telling myself that I want to feel this. My unconscious mind doesn't know logic or reason. Do you sort of get it? So like whatever I have associated the emotional state of feeling God, like, what is the feeling of God? If you were to think of God, do you sort of get it? Would it be unconditional love? Would it be unconditional acceptance? Would it be, unconditional forgiveness? Like, pretty much you could take the Bible and just listen to what Jesus said, and pretty much that, and and just say that the physical sensation or emotional state that I want to associate to God is unconditional love, unconditional acceptance, unconditional forgiveness. Do you sort of get it? Mm. So now I am linking that hierarchy of meaning of like what it feels like to have God and my ancestors walk with me is to have the feeling of unconditional love, unconditional acceptance, and unconditional forgiveness walking with me all the time. Do you sort of get it? And then that's what I'm linking the memory to memories where I felt unconditional love, where I felt unconditional acceptance, where I felt unconditional forgiveness. And then simply those emotional states are triggering the biochemical response. Do you sort of get it? So we just see how it links over and how we can use it to alter it. And then if I was doing it the backwards way or doing it where I'm like going from my emotional state and then altering my memory association and then altering the hierarchy of meaning of that memory association and then altering the psychological structure. So, like, let's say I wanted to let go to PTSD. So the emotional state is the state of high fear, fear response, stress response, heightened stress. So I'm taking that emotion and the memories that are associated to it, and now I'm artificially, every time I think about those memories, I'm forcibly forcing myself to feel love. And I'm feeling love. I don't care. Like it's love. Do you get it? So like all I'm doing is I'm just focusing on love. Like those memories mean love. They don't mean fear. They don't mean this. They don't like when I was young, eight or so, like between 8 to 14, like I had grown men threaten to kill me. Do you sort of get it? Like if grown men threaten to kill me now, like it's not a fear response you get. You're making me feel love. Do you get it? Like I love it when grown men threaten to kill me. Like, do you get it? So, like, I'm associating now the action or behavior or experience with love. And now it's like that thought or that memory or that behavior or action or experience only ever elicits love. Do you get it? And then what I'm doing is I'm altering the meaning of what those, for example, when I was a kid, they were weak men. They were predatory men. Like, do you get it? Like, it doesn't hold as much meaning. Like, do you sort of get it? I'm altering the meaning of it from being away from, something that continues to happen or something that could happen again. But it's also like I'm altering the meaning of it to remove the power from the situation. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's not that they targeted or attacked me. It's that they were predatory people and they saw someone they could prey on and they tried to prey on them. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, it's not like we're removing the emotional sort of, we're detaching from the ego or the identity of self that is like, this happened to me. And we're just, this happened. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's sort of like we're taking the experience or the memory and we're treating it like Natural Geographic Channel. And it's sort of like I'm just observing how humans behave and interact. Do you sort of get it? And now I'm redefining the meaning of that behavior and sort of interaction. And I'm redefining it to whatever I want it to be. Do you sort of get it? So, like, I see grown men threatening to kill a kid as being the weakest thing. Do you get it? Like, I don't think they could lift 10 kilos like that weak. Do you sort of get it? Like, it holds no power over me. Like, I could snap their neck within 3 seconds if they spoke to me again. Do you sort of get it? If I saw him again, I could do that. Like, do you get it? If a grown man threatens to kill me, like I can snap his neck in 3 seconds, like any man. Like I have multiple fighting patterns to be able to kill people in 3 seconds. There's about 11 ways that I have engineered into my mind so that in the second you attack me, there's 11 different patterns that I'll run to kill you. Do you get it? And I'm just going to pick whichever one that I think is going to get the job done. So I got 11 different options to kill you within 3 seconds. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, no man holds fear over me again. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, the the memories of that hold no emotion but love. Like, do you get it? Because I've chosen that I want to feel love. Like, do you get it? I don't want to feel anger. I don't want to feel revenge. I don't want to feel, you know, whatever. Like, I want to feel love or excitement or joy. Do you know what I mean? So when we're understanding engineering our conscious and unconscious mind, I am picking the emotional states that I want. It is not reactive. I'm not reacting to God equals this. Like I'm choosing what God equals, whatever I want it to be. Do you sort of get it? And that's how it becomes powerful within me because I know what unconditional love, acceptance, and forgiveness feels like. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, I can already feel that. So it's like I've already achieved it. If it's something that I have to go out and find and figure out in the world, like, good luck. Maybe I'll find it. Do you sort of get it? Like I'm drawing everything inside so that I can have instantaneous reactions or instantaneous outcomes. Do you sort of get it? So it's really important that we understand this because what we're doing is we are trying to remove the external environment from holding sway over the internal environment to where when I've defined what God feels like to me, okay, and what my ancestors and God walking with me in life feels like I now know what that feeling is. So now that synaptic pathway, every time it runs, will end in that feeling. Do you sort of get it? And then I'm just engineering my mind to whatever I want to feel. I literally have a synaptic pathway that gets that result instantaneous. Do you know what I mean? So I can feel love right now if I want to. All I have to do is say Justin. The more I say Justin, I'll just say Justin, 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 Justin. And I'll just keep smiling harder and harder and harder. And I can show you exactly why that is. And that's because I created a memory associational bond between my name, I love you, and the physical sensation or feeling of love. So this practice is a way of associating emotional states to trigger words. Do you sort of get it? So what I'm doing is I take my name and then I put in the hierarchy of meaning of I love you. So Justin means I love you. Do you sort of get it? And then the physical sensation of love is the meaning of the hierarchy. The hierarchy of meaning triggers that emotional state through memory association. Like, do you get it? So I'm saying, Justin, I love you. And then I'm consciously focusing on memory association or the memory of love and what love feels like. And then I'm physically forcing myself to feel it. And it's literally one, two, three. Like they're individual steps. And then I'm combining them together. So I'm saying, so it's not Justin, I love you. It's Justin, I love you. And then I feel the emotion. Do you get it? Like it's we're just integrating this means this means this. Do you get it? So like the reason this process is different to the other engineering practice, the reprogramming practice, is because what we're doing is we're taking one synaptic pathway, my name, and then I'm grabbing another one, I love you, that has no association or bond to my name, and then I'm physically pulling them together, and then I'm forcing myself to associate these two things with with love, with the memory and association, or the memory and the emotional state of love. But I don't want to have to say, Justin, I love you. Like, do you get it? So I'm wanting Justin to mean I love you. Not Justin, I love you, Justin. So that if you say my name, Justin, I feel love. Like it's a good thing. Do you get it? Like I physically feel the biochemical state of love. Like, do you get it? Oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin. Like this is what these practices do. So when I'm talking about we're getting into the emotional state and then the biochemical state, that is me being able to choose the emotional state, which is the biochemical sort of mixture of dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and then I'm choosing which one I want. Like, do you get it? If I go joy and happiness, it's mostly going to be serotonin. If I go achievement, it's going to be dopamine. If I go love and others and connection, it'll be oxytocin. Like, do you sort of get it? So we're just like it's sort of like internal chemistry. My emotional state is a different chemical recipe. Like, do you get it? That's why I can feel differences within emotions. Anger feels different to happy. Happy feels different to sad. Being in love with the love of my life feels different to my mother's love. Like, do you get it? Like, we have all these separation and they're different chemical component or chemical recipes because it'd be a bit awkward if your mother's love made you feel as aroused as the love of your life did. Like, do you get it? That would be a bit awkward, you know? Like, we wouldn't want to keep it in the family. Do you know what I mean? So we understand why like our brains develop the emotional states to have this spectrum of emotions so that we're able to identify this is a family bond or association and genetically we're not compatible. This genetically we are compatible. Do you sort of get it? And then we get things like incest and all of that where there's sort of like a psychological break to where someone is attracted to someone within their family. Do you sort of get it? To where they have a psychological attraction to their family, but they don't have the biological markers that are stopping them. Or they don't have the biological triggers that are stopping the physical sensation of attraction or sexual attraction. Do you sort of get it? So what we're understanding with this practice, that it's just the trigger word, because you don't want the trigger word and the hierarchy of meaning to be linked. Because if they're linked, then they all have to be said at the same time. Do you sort of get it? So, like the synaptic pathway for the other reprogramming ones, if I want to feel God and my ancestors walking with me in life, it is that entire language pattern that has to like that is ingrained. Do you sort of get it? Whereas I'm not trying to redefine my name. Like I don't want to everyone my name to mean I love you. So I don't want to have to call myself Justin, I love you. Do you get it? So like I'm creating separation to my name now holds a hierarchy of meaning or a branch in the synaptic pathway that it can run. That means I love you. Do you sort of get it? Where Justin means identity, means my name, means this, means that. Do you sort of get it? So I'm forcibly implementing an alternate sort of hierarchy of meaning that has no associational bond, and I am developing that associational bond. Do you sort of get it? And then what I'm doing is linking that hierarchy of meaning to a specific memory association of love. And then I am experiencing or forcing myself to experience that state of love. Do you sort of get it? So I feel it in my chest. I make sure I feel it in my chest. Do you get it? And like I sit there with it. Like I don't pretend and say I love you and I don't care about it. Like if I say I love you to myself, like it's the highest level of love that anyone could say. Like the love of my life cannot get close to the love I hold for myself. Do you sort of get it? So like what I'm saying is that in your belief structure, when you're experiencing the emotional state, there's no logical reason that says it's 27% love. If you want to feel 2000%, you can feel 2000%. If you want to feel 1%, you can feel 1%. If you want to feel 100%, you can feel 100%. There's no logical reason. Whatever you choose is what you get. Like you don't have to do anything to separate between 1% of love and 2000% of love. If you believe that it's 2000% of love, when you tell yourself you love yourself, that's what you feel. Like, do you get it? Like you're the one. Like when we're talking about the internal state of being, there is only you. Like, do you get it? So you're the one setting all the rules, but you're also the one giving out all the rewards. So, like, you can give yourself a 27% reward, or you can give yourself a 2000% reward. There's no corruption, man. You're the only judge here. Like, do you sort of get it? You're the only participant. You're the only audience member. Like, if you feel 27% of love, if you feel 2000% of love, like, you're the only one feeling it. You're the only one experiencing it. You're the only one initiating it. You're the only one believing it. Like it does, like it's just all you. Like, do you get it? So, like, what we're saying is that there's no logical reason for emotions. So, like, if it's a positive emotion, I want to feel it at 2000%. If it's a negative emotion, I want to feel it at 1%. Do you sort of get it? Like you can alter the fear response of someone threatening to kill you to 1%. Do you get it? And then you only feel 1% of fear, or you can put it to 0% and you can feel no fear at all. Do you sort of get it? Like it's all you. Like you're the only one that is setting how much fear you feel, and you're the one that is feeling the fear you set to feel. So whatever you choose is on you. Like you're free to do it. Do you sort of get it? Like you don't need any proof. You don't need to like sort of validate it through anyone else. Like if you don't feel fear, you don't feel fear. Do you sort of get it? Like if you're saying that like when someone threatens to kill me, it doesn't cause me to feel fear, that I'm choosing to consciously say it means 0% fear response, my unconscious mind isn't going to argue with me. Do you sort of get it? Like, yeah, if the person pulls out a gun, yeah, if the person does this, but that's why you have engineered patterns for all of them. Do you sort of get it? So you have generalized and then you have highly specific. Put a gun to my head and I'll pull the trigger myself. Like you put a gun to my head, I'm pulling the trigger because you're not bitching out from pulling the fucking trigger. Put a gun to my head and I will force you to shoot me. Like, do you get it? Like, I've removed the fear of you putting a gun to my head because the second you put a gun to my head, I'll decide to pull the trigger for you. You don't have to make the decision, mate. Like, don't stress yourself. Like, I'll do it for you. Like, do you sort of get it? I'll take control of the situation for you. No stress at all. Like, you're just going to be the one left with a murder charge. Like, do you sort of get it? So, what we're understanding is we're doing we're doing generalized or versatile synaptic pathway development. Okay. So, we're engineering general synaptic pathways that are versatile, that can be quickly adapted to any specific situation in milliseconds. And we're also doing to high risk or high volatility situations, we're doing highly specific patterns. So, like, for example, if someone cheats on me, like, I'll just, no, thank you. Like, I'm good. I'm walking away. Do you sort of get it? Like in the second, like I'm only attracted to people who are attracted to me. I'm not attracted to people who aren't attracted to me. I don't want what I can't have. Like I just don't want it. If I can't have something, fuck it. It's not for me. I don't give a fuck. Do you sort of get it? So like I've engineered the conscious and unconscious mind to, if you don't want me, like emotionally, like I cease wanting you. It's sort of like I used to like apples and now I've just realized that ain't my flavor, baby. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, it's just I'm taking away any power or any control or any negative that you could have, and then I'm just replacing it with what I want it to be. So if you cheat on me, well, like I don't really want to be in love with you anymore. So literally removing the love and letting it go. Do you sort of get it? Like I'm not holding on to love I don't want. Do you sort of get it? So it's like you show me you don't want me, like I'll be up and gone in 5 minutes, no stress. Like, I don't want to be around people who don't want to be around me. I don't want to be with people who don't want to be with me. Do you sort of get it? Like, these are just psychological structures and hierarchies of meaning, language patterns. Like, do you get it? We just engineer them for specific ones that are high volatility. So things like someone cheating on me could be a highly emotionally charged and stressful situation and traumatic situation. So I have a engineered pattern to overcome that. Like, do you sort of get it? That takes away any trauma or pain or negativity and then just basically sort of ends it, sort of, not so much that the person dies to me, but it's just all desire or want I could have. It's like, I don't know. It's like I saw them eat shit and enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's repulsive now. Do you get it? Because like weakness of character, I just see cheating as weakness of character. And like it's like I'm not attracted to weak people. Do you know what I mean? Like, if people can't honor their word, like, evidently their word ain't worth anything. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of pointless for me to be invested in someone whose word doesn't mean anything. This is all just logic. Like, do you get it? Conscious. We're just building the conscious synaptic pathways that run whenever we're presented with that environmental stimuli or that situational circumstance. Do you sort of get it? And we're just doing generalized so that I don't need to have 20,000 different synaptic pathways developed for every word or everything that could ever happen in the universe. Do you know what I mean? So I want to have things like, for example, like I'm not attracted to people who aren't attracted to me. That's general. Like, do you sort of get it? Like someone cheating on me, like that's weakness of character, like that's specific. Do you sort of get it? So like cheating on me, I don't know, the other ones. I've never really had to worry about it, but like, do you sort of get it? So I could have cheating on me, lying to me, stealing from me, whatever. But like that would all sort of fall under cheating on me. Do you sort of get it? Like cheating could be highly specific to someone having an intimate relationship with someone else, or it could be generalized to someone taking an action that is classified under cheating. Do you know what I mean? So they could cheat me out of, I don't know, money. They could cheat me out of, I don't know, other relationships or something like that. They could cheat me out of intellectual property. They could cheat on me in the relationship. Do you know what I mean? They could emotionally cheat on me. Like however many you want to have for it. Like there's thousands of different variations. But do you sort of get it? Like what we're doing is instead of me having to say, you know, I'm going to do synaptic pathways for each individual one, I'm just choosing a generalized term. So cheating on me. Do you sort of get it? And then I am just altering it in the moment. Do you sort of get it? In any moment, whatever they do, if it falls under cheating, their action is what I don't want. Do you sort of get it? So rather than me have to anticipate how they're going to cheat on me or cheat me, it's just whatever they show me is what it is. Do you sort of get it? So rather than me trying to predict it, I'm simply waiting for it to happen and then boom, it falls under cheating. Cheating means this. Like, do you sort of get it? Rather than me having to situation by situation go through it. Do you sort of get it? So we sort of understand that now. So this will finish off this lecture and we'll get into it tomorrow and we'll finish off by understanding how to sort of use the biochemical state. So we're going to understand more about the biochemical state because now we understand how to engineer our conscious and unconscious mind. Okay. What we want to now understand is how can I alter my internal biochemical state sort of without having to go through the logic or the conscious or unconscious mind. Do you sort of get it? So we can do that through our higher consciousness or our heart frequency. So if I am in a high stress situation, I can do deep breathing and I can basically artificially lower my heartbeat, which will initiate like an alteration to my biochemical state or a cleansing or clearing of my biochemical state to a new state of being. All right. Well, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.